प्रभु तव मूर्ति विनोदकारी, पलपन विसरे नहीं जो विसारी। जुगल चरण सोल चिन्ह जेह, नजर समीपे रहो हमारी एह। बोलो स्वामीनारायण भगवान नी जय, ठाकुर जी महाराज नी जय, घनश्याम महाराज नी जय, सद्गुरुदेव नी जय। Supreme Almighty, our dear Shri Thakur Ji Maharaj, Adi Gurudev Shri Muktanand Swami and his divine Guru Parampara, the pathmaker toward liberation, our Puja Guruji, Puja Santo, and all of you Bhaktos, Jai Swaminarayan. We've talked about many religious topics in the past, but today I would like to talk about the root of our religion, Swaminarianism. There are many religions in the world, and they have roots. What are our roots? Let's start with our presentation. Today we would like to talk about our heritage. Before we're Swaminarayan, we have to remember we are Hindus. And there is definitely a very, very strong heritage, very, very strong rituals, very, very strong principles that come with being a Hindu in society. After becoming a proper Hindu, we can become a proper devotee of Bhagwan Swaminarayan. Definitely. Because some of the base principles that Hinduism carries are directly connected with our Shastras, such as the Vachanamrut, and so on and so forth. So we definitely have to reflect on our heritage as Hindus, and we want to learn about Hinduism. We're going to take a look at how Hinduism is, and overall, what is its value. So let's take a look. First and foremost, Hinduism has been called the oldest religion in the world. There are many, many religions, over 200 religions in the world. Some at a great scale, some at a small scale, but there are many religions. But out of them, Hinduism is the oldest. Nonetheless, Hinduism is also known as Sanatan Dharma, or eternal religion. Why? We'll take a look almost in the next slide. Roughly 1 billion people practice Hinduism today. Right now, there are over 8 billion people in the world as a world census. Out of that, 1 billion practice Hinduism. That proves how strong of a religion it is, or ethnicity we can say. That proves that it's very vast and it has a very, very strong foundation. So, if we map it out, let's take a look. How and when did Hinduism originate? Hinduism is the oldest religion in history of human civilization. Well, first and foremost, Buddhism. You take a look at the timeline and at the bottom right there. And Buddhism comes in at 500 BC, okay? 500 BC, Buddhism originated. Let's move on to Islam. Islam was 570 BC. These are all rough dates. After researching, we cannot calculate exactly, but going back to all the scriptures that have originated, this is how the timeline is predicted to be. We go to the next one. Christianity is 30 BC, okay? But if you look at Hinduism, there is no time. You go to BC or no beginning. We go to BC, or we go to another type of, or another kind of, you can say Christ era. It's not possible to exactly pinpoint when Hinduism originated. That's how old the religion or ethnicity is. We may know it, we may not. All the other religions in the world are all after Christianity because obviously they're not mentioned on this list. So moving on. Who is a Hindu and how to become one? A Hindu is an individual who accepts and lives by the religious guidance of the Vedic scriptures. There are 4 Vedas, Arthaved, Rigved, Samved, and Yajurved. These Vedas are the principles and base foundational scriptures of Hinduism. And the Vedas are said to be written by God himself. And they're so big that if you can fill a garage, a 2-car garage with the Vedas, still it would not be enough, stacked all the way to the top of the ceiling. That's how much these scriptures are vast. But Bhagwan Swaminarayan did one thing that we definitely have to remember. He gave us such kind of religion where he gave us all the principles extracted inside with just one Vachanamrut. 262 discourses or chapters, we can say. Yet, in all these chapters, it has extraction of the Vedas. That's how powerful Bhagwan Swaminarayan's base principles are, which he spoke himself. We can definitely say. Bhagwan obviously doesn't need to study the scriptures, yet when he came on this earth, he also lived as an individual or a member of society and studied Sanskrit, studied the scriptures, and from there he extracted many, many points that helped us as spiritual devotees through these scriptures as the Vachanamrut that he gave us, and the Shikshapatri, which is the code of conducts, and the Vachanamrut, which are base principles. So we can definitely say we may not have to read or understand the Vedas because they're very, very vast and great. We may not be able to do it in our lifespan. But if we read the Vachanamrut, all the extractions are all inside of the Vachanamrut that Bhagwan Swaminarayan has gifted to all of us. Nonetheless, belief, practice, and scriptures. First of all, belief. Concept of God, avatars, soul, karma, reincarnation, objective of human life. This is the base beliefs of a Hindu. Concept of God, yes. The strongest principle of Hinduism that is even playing into factor right now is there is a God and he has a form. Mostly, 90% of the world believes that God does not have a form, but that is false. If God did not have a form, then how can he create the universe? How is it possible to create something that has a form? How could God create the earth without having a form himself? Second, avatars. Bhagwan himself keeps sending down avatars. There are 24 avatars, incarnations of, you can say, gods, but the Supreme Lord is Bhagwan Swaminarayan, and he sends down these avatars from their, or he commands them from his abode to keep going and cleaning the earth at one point or another from unrighteousness and making it back into righteousness. Soul, karma, and reincarnation. Each and every living organism, may it be even the smallest of the smallest in microscopic matter, or may it be of the greatest, may it be a whale, an elephant, etc., so on and so forth, has a soul. Without the soul, no living creature or organism or anything can move or live or do anything. Karma, definitely we can understand that whatever we do, that's what's written down. May it be good, may it be bad, and at the end, those fruits are given. And reincarnation. Right now, we are the human species, but in the past, we have become many, many different species of animals, particularly 8.4 million types of species. Yet, we have not reached God, and we're still traveling in this cycle of life and death, life and death. The sole purpose of devotee of Bhagwan Swaminarayan is to become liberated from this body, from this world, and go to Akshardham. And that is the objective of human life. Practice idol puja and vegetarianism. Here we do idol puja at Loyadhammandir, New Jersey, by serving Pura Ghanshyamprakashdasji Maharaj. Nonetheless, we can definitely say that without the idol puja, our day does not go by. In Hinduism, it's everywhere. And vegetarianism, very, very important. As a devotee of God, we definitely do not eat anything, even eggs, fish, then what is to say about other meats? Because meat is made for animals, not for humans. And vegetarian, everything, may it be vegetables or anything like that, fruits, so on and so forth, grains, that's made for humans. That we can definitely specify. And the scriptures is the Vedas. That's the base level. Let's move on. Hindu beliefs. Our beliefs equal to the thoughts and attitudes about our life, equal to our actions, equal to our destiny. So our beliefs are the ones that are the starting point, and from our beliefs, that's our thoughts and attitude are in our life, and from there, that's how our actions are. And from there, that's how our destiny is determined. This is the final outcome of Hindu beliefs. Very simple, very straightforward. Summary of Hindu beliefs. Hindus believe in one all-pervasive supreme being who is the all-doer, and that is Bhagwan Swaminarayan. And Hindus believe in the divinity of the four Vedas, the world's most ancient scriptures. Hinduism has a deep, deep culture, has deep, deep roots. India has many, many different kinds of, you can say colors, vibrancy, different heritages and cultures inside of one India, the country. And as Hindus, we should definitely know where we come from. May we be born here in America or the UK or Canada or any other country but India. If our parents are from India, are born in India, we are Hindus. We cannot directly say that we are from this country, this country. Our root origin is definitely as a Hindu, and we should know about who we are. Nonetheless, summary of Hindu beliefs. Universe undergoes endless cycle of creation, preservation, and dissolution. So we can say there are three agents that control, destroy, and create: Brahma, Vishnu, and Mahesh, we've heard of. And those are just mere, but compared to Bhagwan Swaminarayan, those are just mere workers for one universe. And there are countless universes that Bhagwan Swaminarayan controls with even a blink of his eye. That's his supremacy, that is his greatness. Nonetheless, karma, the action of cause and the effect by which each individual creates his own destiny by his thought, words, and deeds. This definitely we have to take into consideration, since we live in such a society where obviously doing karma is, or not doing karma is impossible. So we must do the right things at the right time in order to get the right results. And when we come to satsang, obviously this is all very, very common sense. Teach us not to eat onion, garlic. That's Bhagwan Swaminarayan's beliefs, and scientifically proven as well that onion and garlic cause tamogun, or darkness, to occur in our mind. Anger, egotism also arises from eating such kind of onion and garlic. May it be good for your health, but it's not good for your spiritual health. That's why Bhagwan Swaminarayan has told his devotees not to consume that. Nonetheless, not eating meat and all that are just very, very given base points. But even up to this, in the Shikshapatri, not spitting on the sidewalk, Bhagwan Swaminarayan has also mentioned such kind of vivek or discrimination, as we can say, because he knows that by doing such kind of karma, there might be an outcome that will cause this soul's destiny to be determined or to waver. Due to that, Bhagwan Swaminarayan, out of very, very compassion, has given us and written himself the Shiksha Patri, which is the 212 sloks, which by doing such kind of karma will give us Akshardham and will give us bliss in this life and the life after. As you can see in this picture, reincarnation, and this is how it works. Man is first a child, then child is born, becomes older, then becomes younger. If you do something bad, then you are punished by Yampuri and also given a body of a fish, alligator, a horse, cow, tiger, bear, so on and so forth. So this life and death situation occurs continuously until one reaches Bhagwan Swaminarayan. It is continuous and it is a motion which could not be stopped without the samagam of the Ekantik Satpurush. This motion is ongoing. It cannot be stopped without, again, the samagam of an Ekantik Satpurush. And we're very fortunate that we have the chance, and in reality, for sure, if we have the mindset, this is our last life. Why? Because we have retained Bhagwan Swaminarayan and we have attained his Ekantik Satpurush who will destroy this cycle of life and death for us and take our soul directly to Akshardham. That is the benefit of doing the samagam of an Ekantik Satpurush. And moving on, Hindu believes that an enlightened master or Sadguru, as we mentioned, is essential to know the transcendent absolute, meaning the Supreme Lord, as our personal disciplines, good conduct, purification, pilgrimage, self-inquiry, meaning Atma Shodh, or you can say Atma Gnan, meditation and surrender in God. Without the guidance of a spiritual teacher, it is impossible to reach not God is far, but to even get out of the cycle of life and death. If one wants to become a mukt, if one wants to become liberated from the soul, if one is tired from one's life, which most of us are, due to some kind of stress, tension, but are we really tired of this cycle of life and death? Do we know that before we were many, many different animals and creatures and so on and so forth? And now Bhagwan has given us this body to worship him and attain him. Do we understand it? And do we perform such kind of actions? That is definitely questions we have to ask to ourselves. But Bhagwan has given us a gift that is most valuable to him. Something that is most dearest to him, he has given to us, and that is his Ekantik Satpurush. Everyone has something that is favored to them. May it be an electronic device, may it be a car, may it be a house, may it be their family. Something is always dear to someone here on this earth. Similarly, the most dearest to Bhagwan Swaminarayan is his Ekantik Satpurush. And he has gifted us his Ekantik Satpurush in the form of our Puja Guruji for us to understand who he is, how he is, his greatness, and go back to his Dham, abode, Akshardham. As Puja Guruji has said and says, Sarvopari to ek maro Maharaj chhe. Now, as Hinduisms, we cannot only stop there, but to completely connect to God and to completely reach the ultimate destination, we have to accept the codes and conducts and principles of Swaminarianism. We are Hindus first, and then we are devotees of Bhagwan Swaminarayan. But remember, without becoming a devotee of Bhagwan Swaminarayan, without worshipping and understanding Bhagwan Swaminarayan's principles and following his commands, it is not possible to reach him. And our guidance, our teacher is teaching us that the Supreme Lord is Bhagwan Swaminarayan. Our Puja Guruji is teaching us this. So we should also understand this method. Nonetheless, about Swaminarinism, let's look into our religion, how this religion is, and what it's all about. What drives its success? Let's take a look. It's a new face of Hinduism. It's very fresh, yet fresh and supreme at the same time. How can we say this? All the other incarnations came, and Bhagwan Swaminarayan came as the Avatari or Supreme Lord. And whatever works he did in his only 49 years on this earth, great avatars have lived more and more, yet they have not done such kind of works, proving Bhagwan Swaminarayan's supremacy. But it's a new face for Hinduism because the religion is only 239 years old. That's very, very young. Nonetheless, temples that center around spiritual activities, emphasis on katha, spiritual instructions. Katha Varta is something that is very, very strong in the Swaminarayan religion. Without Katha Varta, there is no base. But this is the most fastest growing religion in the world even till this today. In Bhagwan Swaminarayan's time, this is 200, let's say Bhagwan Swaminarayan was born 239 years ago, but this was approximately 200 years ago, before he went to his abode back up there at Akshardham. He had over 2 million devotees and had initiated over 3,000 saints in his time. In his time, at that time. Think about right now, how many saints and how many devotees there are, proving that the growth is very, very rapid and very fast. Nonetheless, the scriptures, the Shikshapatri as I mentioned, and the Vachanamrut as we talked about, and Kirtans, spiritual hymns that give us a soothing vibe, a very, very good feeling, and also a refreshment in our life that none Santo gave us. Saints' active role for spiritual well-being of followers. This is one of the most unique attributes of this religion, is that saints actually not only perform their own worship, but they also follow up and also do personal one-on-ones and also mass kathavartas for devotees. Each and every devotee gets special attention from santos, which makes it unique. Because in other religions, priests might not have that kind of time, saints might not have that kind of time, or they might not have that kind of base where engagement is allowed. We cannot say that's allowed everywhere. I haven't seen everywhere, so I cannot say that. But definitely for the Swaminarayan religion, one of the most unique attributes is that saints engage with devotees one-on-one and give them spiritual guidance as needed. That is very, very particular in the Swaminarayan religion. Nonetheless, Bhagwan Swaminarayan gave us saints and gave rules to them. But one thing that makes Swaminarayan saints different from all the other saints in the world is that there's two things that Bhagwan gave the Swaminarayan saints that they follow, which definitely we can say that no other religion has for their saints, no other rules like this. One is Bhagwan Swaminarayan says that my saint should not carry, keep, or touch any kind of money. And number two, my saint should follow celibacy, the 8 types of brahmacharya, of not even engaging, talking, or looking at the opposite gender. In the world, these two are the fuel of the world. We can say money and women. And for women, men, opposite. But Bhagwan Swaminarayan restricted and said for my saint, no one should go near or no one should do any of this. And due to that, saints of Bhagwan Swaminarayan have been considered to be like God. In the Vachanamrut, Loya 13th, Bhagwan Swaminarayan says himself that Muktanand Swami can be considered to be like God due to the connection he has with God. That's how great of a saint he is. And we're very, very fortunate we are in his parampara. Nonetheless, Bhagwan Swaminarayan, he himself took this avatar or took this incarnation here on this earth, came on this earth in the village of Chapaya. Here in that place, in that map, you can see right there. This is actually Google Maps, and we can see that pinpointed red area. That's where Bhagwan Swaminarayan was born. And this is in upper North India, UP, as we can say. By Ayodhya, there is a village of Chapaya, and you can see right there, due to the technology here, thank you so much, Derebogat, that he zoomed in on for us, and you can see the birthplace of Bhagwan Swaminarayan. A mandir has been constructed. Many saints and devotees and followers and non-followers go there to have the darshan of where Bhagwan Swaminarayan was actually born, and that place is preserved nicely right now. So definitely India is the place Bhagwan selected, the Supreme Lord selected to come and spread his principles and glory. Signs of Swaminarianism. So as a satsangi, as a bhagat, what kind of symbols represent us? What should we have? Do puja, obviously that's a given. Praying every day. Tilak chanlo, not eating outside food, respecting elders and parents, don't eat meat, go to temple regularly, then never do bad things like drugs, crimes, or whatnot. These are all very simple and basic rules of Bhagwan Swaminarayan. These basic rules make a standard that Bhagwan Swaminarayan's devotees are like this. If you see a tilak chanlo and a kanthi on the neck, then understand this is a devotee of Bhagwan Swaminarayan. And there are more deeper principles and signs, but these are the, you can say, base signs of a Swaminarayan Bhagat. Nonetheless, we should be proud that our Guru Parampara, Bhagwan Swaminarayan was born on this earth in India, but our Guru Parampara, Sadguru Shri Ramanand Swami, Sadguru Shri Muktanand Swami, Sadguru Shri Adharan Swami, Sadguru Shri Haripriyadas Swami, Sadguru Shri Vaikuncharandas Swami, Sadguru Shri Narayan Swarupdas Swami, our Puja Dada Guruji and our Puja Guruji all are born in India, in the state of Gujarat. Bhagwan Swaminarayan sends these kinds of great Anadi Muktos, eternal Muktos, liberated souls, to this earth. And he selects India because he's also selected India. Why? Because India is a place which has such kind of peace. India is a place which has such kind of principles, morals, ethics, that it is perfect for mumukshus thriving to reach God. Nonetheless, idols of Mother India. What has Mother India given us? Such kind of great idols. Not only our Sadgurus, but also great idols that have changed the face of India. We can see Prahlad, Bhakta Prahlad up there on the very top. Next to him, on the right side, Mahatma Gandhi. Above myself, Swami Vivekananda. To my left there, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, and active in duty right now with great emphasis and doing a great job for turning around India, making India greater. To my right, Narendra Modi. These are idols that Mother India has given us, and we should be proud and we should know these idols. We should be proud of Hindus as to be Hindus, that we have received such kind of idols to look up to and to live up to standards. Nonetheless, Indian culture, there are 24 official languages. Yes, each state has couple of languages here and there, but each state has their own specialty and uniqueness. And out of all the states, it's one whole unit is the country. Compared to Africa, there's different, not states, but each one is considered a country itself. But in India, even if it's divided, those are only states. The country is only one, which shows unity. Nonetheless, the architecture and the art are very unique. If you go to India, and if you go to even the kingdoms and castles there, they're very, very beautiful. Unique clothing, may it be for males or females, most unique clothing in the world. Customs and celebrations are very, very vibrant, colorful. Diwali, Rangotsav, all these different kinds of festivities and customs are completely unique from the world. And obviously most distinctive foods, yes, especially in Gujarat. Gujarat is one state, but it harbors all the taste of the world. Yes, I can definitely say that. And each and every Indian loves to make food, but Gujarat loves to make each and every kind of food. And that's what makes Gujarat even more distinctive out of all the states because of its unique food habits. And finally, as a message to all of you devotees, I would definitely like to tell you that India has given many gifts to the world, but as you can say, most of us who have originated from Gujarat, we should teach our child the language that they are from, whatever state we are from, but we should teach them the native tongue, even if they're born outside of India. May English be their first language, but definitely their second language, especially at home. For our Puja Guruji's guidance, make them Indian first. Teach them the language where they came from. May it be Gujarati, may it be anything else, but Hindi, may it be anything, but teach them. Expose the country to them. That is very, very important. And a message to all the parents that our Gujarati school is currently admitting students. So if you have the chance and opportunity, you should take it and enroll your child inside. Or even if you're older and you're born maybe here and you don't know the language, you can definitely take admission into the Gujarati school and follow Puja Guruji's agna to keep religion, to keep our Hinduism alive. India's gifts to the world. World's first university, Takshashila University, is right there above me. This is what it looks like. Obviously, it's the oldest because you can see how you can say worn down it is. But that's the university. Nonetheless, India has given us the number 0. Remember, 1 is very important, but how many zeros are after 1 is also important. In a check, or may it be in cash, doesn't matter. But 1 is 1, but if you put a lot of zeros behind it, that makes it very, very valuable. The game of chess has originated in India. Whoever loves chess, yes, it has originated from India. Yoga, who wants to do yoga? Everyone loves yoga. Can't say I'm a fan, but definitely yoga has come from India, and that's something that we should know and practice. It's good for our health. Radio broadcasting, that's good. That's good. Thank you, India, for that. Snakes and ladders, of course. If you played the game Snakes and Ladders, definitely it's a game. It's a fun game to play, and that's originated from the India. USB ports, yes. Gifts that India has given us, USB ports. And finally, to take care of your hair, those hair lovers, shampoo has been given to us as a gift from India. So, do not forget India. Do not forget that we are Hindus. And let's have final 3 convictions. I am a Hindu. I belong to Bhagwan Swaminarayan. I love my India. So remember, as parents or as kids or teenagers or however old you are, even if you're born outside of India, may it be America or any other country, we have to remember that our origin is India. So we cannot forget our heritage. We cannot forget that we are distinct from others because of our principles. We are distinct from others because we are and we belong to Bhagwan Swaminarayan. And we are distinct from others because we are Hindus. So Puja Guruji's goal, even when he comes and travels in the United States or the UK, Canada, Australia, any other country, his goal is always to tell parents to never forget the roots as we are Hindus. We cannot forget that we are Hindus. We have to first remember by learning our native language, Gujarati, by understanding that, what to eat, what not to eat, by understanding not to let the outside culture rub into our life and remain as a good person in society. So remember, we are Hindus. We belong to Bhagwan Swaminarayan. I love my India. Jai Swaminarayan.